Angeles, a woman from New Hampshire is sharing her brief meeting with the former South African president. Our Jean Mackin joins us. And Jean, she says he left a lifetime impression in just a few minutes.
That's right, Shelley, and you'll hear how strong that impression is nearly 20 years later. A professor at St. Anselm College was at a UN summit and says there were more than 100 world leaders there, but Nelson Mandela, he stood out.
It was such a beautiful encounter with him, only for a few minutes, that has not been effaced from my memory.
Mandela Baudot, professor and chair of the politics department at St. Anselm College, shares the photograph she snapped of Nelson Mandela in 1995.
Here he is meeting with ordinary people.
She was at a UN summit in Denmark. 119 world leaders there, including Fidel Castro and Vice President Al Gore. She walked up to South African President Nelson Mandela with a copy of a UN report she worked on about the importance of ethical and spiritual values for leaders.
I said, "Excuse me, may I speak with you a minute?" And he stood up, nodded, shook my hand.
He took her report and listened deeply.
But the brief encounter was powerful because you have, first of all, you know that he's the president of a country, and he had this tremendous past of 27 years in prison and whatever, but he was so serene, so noble, yet so humble. The combination, I mean, he oozed charisma, but a charisma of serenity and at the same time power. And that you could feel even in a minute with the man.
She was later told Nelson Mandela read that report for the next hour, as promised to one woman in a room full of world leaders.
Very wise. You could see the wisdom in his face and in his eyes, and he proved to be.
And Professor Baudot says she also won't forget that Nelson Mandela didn't come with an entourage like the other world leaders. She remembers him being alone and quiet, but still, clearly, one of the most powerful men in the room. Live in the studio, Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Jean, thank you. And nearly all of the living